Okay, this is take 2. My name is Jacqueline, and I'm trying to reveal my story that is basically like post-divorce my life. I have no privacy. I've lost everything I own, and I'm sitting in my car outside of Dunkin' Donuts before I go to church to pray the Divine Mercy and just repent for the sins of my life. I went through a divorce about a year ago, and I have effectively lost everything I held dear. The people that I love and I trusted all took advantage of me, beat me up, stole from me, and made me feel like lesser of a person. Going through divorce really puts into perspective who's in your life and what's solid and what's not. And I never recommend to everybody, do not have a joint checking account, ever. You can never really trust another person. Even if you're married, never have a joint checking account. It was the worst decision I ever made besides not planning to leave before leaving. I went through the motions. I decided that I was tired of my ex-husband cheating on me after being married for 7 years, knowing he was cheating on me on and off for 3 years. And then thinking I can do better, having people tell me I can do better, but when I try to achieve better, not being good enough has been what's this overlying theme here in my life for this past year, and it's been very difficult. I am not a perfect woman by any means, but at the same time, I have tried every effort to better my life after losing everything I have and to try to make something of it and not really get anything back except for laughed at, made fun of, called names, and I just keep losing, and I know it's not God's will, and it's not what he has in store for me yet, and I'm getting kind of defeated, but I haven't stopped trying. So I am going to start trying, and every day I'm going to journal a little bit piece by piece, and it helps me because I suffer from CPTSD. So every day I live a little bit of my past multiple times a day because I see things and they remind me of other things, or I touch things and they remind me of other things, or I smell things and they bring me back to places I was in the past. And I remember things that happened, people, and I just can't take it back. And I try my best to move forward every day, but every day with this illness, I'm stuck always looking back. And I feel like no one understands, and I feel alone. I refuse to take medication. I smoke weed every once in a while. It helps me deal with when it gets really bad, and I have severe depression and anxiety on top of my CPTSD. So when I swing too far one way with my emotions, I like to regulate myself. And then I swing it the other way, usually too far, and I have to find some kind of a balance in my life. But this has proven to be the most effective means besides medication. The medication made me indifferent to my life. Some of it physically made me sick. Some of it made me a physical zombie. I would be sitting here, but I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be comprehensive or responsive. And as a teacher and a mother, that was unacceptable. And then for the anxiety, they were giving me Xanax and telling me whenever I freaked out or had a panic attack just to pop a Xanax here or pop a Xanax there, and it made me a pill popper, and I didn't like that. I didn't like my kids seeing me like that. I didn't like my students seeing me like that. No one deserves to live that way. God made us all unique and beautiful in our own way, and we are meant and made to feel our feelings and swim through them. I pray to St. Thomas Aquinas all the time, and I cry, and I wish my life was normal, but it's not. I have had so many traumatic events happen that I just thank God I wake up with all my fingers and my toes every day, and that I'm breathing. And I am trying my best to continue moving forward to wanting to be part of a society that I don't fit into. And it's very difficult. Every day I'm going to continue to try to make these videos, and I have a journal from the past year that I'm going to kind of try to summarize and put out there. because it's the story of my divorce and the story of the past year and the story of these rich men in Hollywood or in the music industry or involved in politics with family restaurants that are really famous down in Florida that I didn't even know any about. Like, that's the worst part, is that these people, I didn't know anything about them, and I tried liking them for who they were and what they were doing with their lives, not who they were. And then after, come to find out, that's why they were assholes. Because they could be. There's a nice way to tell people you don't like them, and then there's the rich person way to tell them you don't like them, which is to ruin their life. And I'd like to talk about that. So I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to start video documenting things every day, at least 5 to 10 minutes of a little bit of my life here and there, and put it out there. Hopefully the video quality will be better. I don't know what to say about all of this, and it is what it is. Hope this gets better, and stay tuned.